Welcome to Manifest Mondays at Dance for Joy Ministries. Today's topic, hospitality in dance. I would love to hear your voice in this conversation. Each voice is vital. And when you share, others grow, and I can grow. And I hope you will comment so we can all grow. Let's get started. A definition of hospitality: the friendly and generous reception of guests, visitors, or strangers. Well, in dance, I'd like to start with the idea that dance is a very vulnerable art form. Unlike painting or a painting, where the canvas and the paint is displayed, dancers actually take their physical, emotional, psychological, and spiritual selves and use their being to become a piece of art. In doing so, we also bring with us our human struggles and frailties. And often, this takes the form of becoming self-centered. Dancers spend hours a week in front of mirrors. And if we're honest, we all know it's very difficult not to become self-centered in front of a mirror. Secondly, we spend hours a week in front of mirrors with other people. And if we're honest, we all know it's very difficult not to spend a lot of time comparing, judging, and criticizing. On the other hand, we also know mirrors and seeing the lines of the body are imperative to the learning process, a tool that allows us to see clearly our mistakes and help us with corrections and improvement. So, how do we as dancers, in a practical way, practice the art of hospitality, being friendly and generous to others in dance class and beyond that? I think we all have lots of stories of times we were not treated with hospitality and the damage that ensued. We certainly didn't become better dancers in those situations. If you have a story that you can share with integrity and humility so that we can help each other to know what not to do, that would be very valuable. I will share a time that I was not hospitable. It's actually every time that I have judged a dancer in my mind and heart because they looked different, acted different, or said different things than the way I looked, I acted, or I talked. This is not hospitality. It's not friendly, it's not generous, and it does not welcome the guest, the visitor, or the stranger. And every time I did it, I damaged myself. I became less loving, less joyful, and less beautiful. Again, I'd love to hear from you because your story is powerful to help others and myself in this area. As dancers, we are looking for more, but we often find ourselves in a place of receiving less. And that's why I think this area of hospitality, this actual gift of hospitality that we can receive and give to others, is so important. Okay, here comes the scripture. You knew it was coming. Philippians 2:3. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of others. Looking to the interests of others. What does the other person need? Here are a few thoughts. As dancers, what others need is for us to dance in a way that honors them and welcomes them. How are you doing that? As we are working on technique in class, let's focus to do our personal best and take time to see someone else who's doing their personal best. How are you doing that? When we see others in class or on stage who demonstrate a higher skill level than our own, let's use this opportunity to incorporate something that they are doing in our own dancing so that we can grow and learn. How are you doing that? Maybe the most important question is that when we fail to do this, when we don't inspire, when we don't look at what is the best in someone, what someone else or what in ourselves that we're doing, when we even possibly move into judging and condemnation, jealousy and envy, when we speak poorly of others, how will we stop and move back to hospitality? Do you have an answer? If you do, I hope that you'll share it. Here is something that helps me. Accountability. I'm not going to change without accountability. We need each other. We need at least one other person that we can constantly go to, tell them what we're struggling with, and get help. This in itself is practicing hospitality. It is also practicing Philippians 2:3. And when we practice Philippians 2:3, then we will feel welcomed and we will be able to welcome others. To finish out, here's a Christian definition of hospitality: the welcoming of all people out of truth and love for Jesus Christ, so that they may see Christ more clearly, with the hope that by grace all might receive him. May it be so. I hope to hear from you. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Christy Hernandez, and I'm the Executive Director of Dance for Joy Ministries, where we are training up the next generation to proclaim the gospel in dance. We do this by partnering with Christian parents to enliven their children's faith life, by giving their kids wonderful Christian dance classes without immodesty or competition. We do this with our professional dance instructors in all dance genres, with prayer, scripture, and Christian music. This has been Manifest Mondays. I hope to hear from you, and I'll be praying for you. Please pray for me. Have a great day.